Most people live their entire lives trying to make things happen. They hustle. They grind. They wake up every morning already tense, already anxious, already trying to force the world to bend to their will. And yet, nothing seems to shift. The more they chase, the more things run. The more they push, the more life pushes back. Sound familiar? Here's the truth we're not taught. What you chase, you repel. What you force resists. It works when you stop forcing it. The mind is a powerful tool, but most of us are using it the wrong way. We're taught to control, to manipulate, to analyze every outcome and plan every move. But the universe, life, energy, consciousness, it doesn't respond to control. It responds to coherence, to alignment. And alignment doesn't come from force. It comes from letting go. When you're trying so hard to make something happen, whether it's a relationship, a job, healing, or success, you're operating from lack. You're broadcasting a signal to the field that says, I don't have it. That's what the energy reads. And the field mirrors back exactly that. More absence, more waiting, more striving. But the moment you surrender, something changes. The moment you stop checking the outcome, stop obsessing over how and when, stop micromanaging every step, that's the moment energy starts to move. Why? Because now you've shifted your signal. Now you're broadcasting trust. Now you're living in the frequency of having, not needing. And that's the secret nobody talks about. Let's take healing, for example. Some people meditate for hours, read every book, take every supplement, and still nothing shifts. Why? Because deep down, they're still believing they're broken. They're fighting their body, trying to force it to heal. But healing doesn't respond to force. It responds to wholeness. And wholeness begins in the mind. The moment you decide you are already whole, even when your body hasn't caught up yet, that's when the biology starts to follow. Because now you're no longer sending out a signal of desperation. You're no longer chasing healing. You're embodying it. It's the same with love. You can't force someone to love you. You can't manipulate the perfect relationship into your life. You can try. You can play the games, say the right words, text at the right times, but it never sticks. Why? Because the energy behind it is control, not connection. It's fear, not presence. But when you stop trying to force someone to be the one, when you start loving yourself in the way you want to be loved, that's when real love starts to show up. Not because you chased it, but because you matched it. And this doesn't mean you stop caring. It doesn't mean you sit back passively and do nothing. It means you take action from a different place. You do what feels aligned. You follow the pull, not the push. You move with the current, not against it. You set the intention, and then you trust. Trust that what's for you won't miss you. Trust that energy is always responding, always organizing, always rearranging the right people, opportunities, and moments in ways your logical mind could never plan. Trust that the field is more intelligent than your fear. When you stop forcing it, you make room for it. Because here's what happens when you let go. Your nervous system relaxes. Your heart opens. Your mind becomes clear. And in that space, you become magnetic. You stop broadcasting stress and start broadcasting coherence. And coherence is the frequency of miracles. That's when synchronicities happen. The call you weren't expecting. The opportunity that just shows up. The solution that seemed impossible until it wasn't. Not because you muscled your way through, but because you got out of the way. You stopped trying to control the how and started trusting the what. And most of us have been conditioned to believe that surrender is weakness. That letting go means giving up. But it's the opposite. Letting go is strength. Surrender is power. Because surrender isn't about doing nothing. It's about aligning so deeply with your vision that you no longer need to chase it. You know it's already yours. So when you're doing the work, whether it's meditation, journaling, visualizing, don't do it to get something. Do it to become something. Become the version of you that already has it. And then let life respond to that. Stop checking the clock. Stop watching the scoreboard. Stop micromanaging the timeline. Stay in the frequency. Stay in gratitude. Stay in trust. Because the moment you stop forcing it is the moment it starts flowing to you.